morning. My name is Julie Brown, and I'm here today to present you the first installment of Gay Day. It's a video project that I'm working on with my photographer, and our goal is to bring you valuable information on event planning, parties, events for business, for your own pleasure, for whatever you want to have an event for. Part of what we're going to ask for is you to tell us what you want to know about. In the meantime, we will do our best to do research and bring you valuable information. So today I want to talk about a very important subject when you're planning an event, and that is, where are you going to have the event? Where, meaning what time on the calendar? Is it going to be in the summer? Is it going to be in the spring, the fall, or the winter? When you live in Southern California, you can have your event almost any time of year. Although I've come to appreciate the fact that you always need to have a contingent plan, because sometimes we get rain. Not very often, but sometimes we do. So when I say where are you going to have your event, where on the calendar? And that is a really, really important place to start because it affects your budget, it affects your venue choice, it affects the attire that you're going to wear, it affects the guest list. So let's talk about just those 4 points on how where you put your event on your calendar is affected by your budget. On the subject of budget, it's really important to note that you're going to pay for a venue, you're going to pay for food, and you're going to pay for drinks, and you're going to pay for entertainment, you're going to want a photographer, and you're going to want some decorations. So developing your budget is really important, and it will change depending on what time of year you're going to be having your event. And so before you can think about budget, you have to choose your date. So now let's again go back to talking about the date. What is the best time of year to have an event? Well, it depends on what kind of an event it is. Like, for example, if you're getting married, in a lot of places, June is the best time of year. Not in California. We have June gloom. If you were to look outside right now, we're filming in June, it's overcast. And photographers like a little bit of cloud cover because it helps with the lighting, but you just don't want June gloom when you're getting married. Have your wedding in February in California and you'll have beautiful bright sunshine. In February every year, if you just start to watch, you will see that Southern California has the best weather in the country. So on your calendar, looking ahead, another thing to consider is your guest list. When is a good time for people to travel if they're coming from another place to come to your wedding? If they live in another country or they live another part of this country and they have to travel to California, when is a good time of year? When can they actually take time off from their schedule to be with you? So there is how picking your date affects your guest list. Picking your date affects what you're going to wear. In the summertime, it's going to be much lighter. In the wintertime, it's going to be a much heavier clothing. So these things are how your date affects your planning. But the most important thing to know is, as soon as you've chosen a date, send out save the date so that everybody has the most amount of time to plan so that they can be with you at your special event. Whether it's a grand opening event or it's your wedding day, you want to have the people that you care about there with you. So before we go any further down the road on event planning and picking your date and picking your venue, I want to just kind of recap for you. The important point that I really want to impress upon you today is, as soon as you decide you're having an event, you must go to your calendar and you have to pick a date. And the further in the future you can pick it, the better off you will be, because planning saves you money, helps you eliminate errors and upsets, gets all the people that you want to be there, and really gives you an opportunity to craft out exactly what you're looking for. And as soon as you've chosen a date, I need you to rush right out and find yourself an event planner. Even if you're just going to consult with that person and not necessarily have that person every step of the way, because that can get pricey, I'm not going to lie to you. However, what you do want to do is you want to have help. You want somebody telling you the pitfalls of, for example, having a golf course wedding. What could be the pitfall there? Well, we'll save that for another day. Today, I just want to impart upon you that the most important thing that you do when you decide you're having an event is to pick a date, pick it as far out in the future as you can, and then immediately let all the important people know what that date is so they can take it off their calendar and reserve it for you, because there's no party if there's no people. So one of the things I do at Mise is I cooperate with other vendors and professionals to create perfect events. And one of my clients, Mercury Wine Club, provides me with some great locally sourced wines. And so today I want to tell you about my favorite wine, or wine of the week, if you will. It is called the Pride of Cucamonga. It's a Sangiovese wine, which is an Italian style wine. I love this wine and I highly recommend it. If you're interested in learning more about the wines that we at Mise recommend, by all means just leave a comment and let us know. And that brings me to the closing part of this video. I want to ask you, please leave us comments, ask us questions, tell us what you want to hear about. We want to talk about everything events, and we want to take our questions from you every week, the audience. So please leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to hear about, and we will address that subject. Again, thank you for joining us this week. We're coming to you live here from Redondo Beach. Me, Izida, and Mise and the Pride of Cucamonga. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sans amour, mais c'est vous qui l'avez voulu.